My name is Jude Deloney, Calypso named Jaydee, coming out of Point Michelle. And this year my Calypso is entitled Since You've Been Gone. I am a part of the Stardom Calypso tent. That's one of the two tents here in Dominica. Well, believe it or not, as a child I was a very shy person. I hardly talked in class. My school teachers, my principal didn't even know me. Once we had a school leaving meeting and he said, "Who is this guy?" So I was very shy in school, but my talent, the talent I developed over the years was in writing at first. And as you know, writers are usually secluded type of people. And but because of my love for Calypso, and even in my early years, growing up, listening to Calypso all around, and falling in love with it, always listening to the competitions on the radio and so on, even before I could venture to go to the shows. My love for Calypso has given me sort of a bravery to try to brave through and conquer and step on the stage. Well, I love the fact that Calypso speaks directly to the issues of the day and the issues people are facing. So while with other genres, you might find they speak about love in general or just partying and so on. Calypso actually takes the issues of the country and the world at the time and try to bring light to it. I have a Calypsonian in my family, first of all. He's my uncle. His name is Hubert Peter. Calypso name Evo or Everlasting. And then over the years, again growing up, I listened to the greats like Spider. Spider was a great influence on me as a young man. You have Hurricane, you have Bricks, you have guys like Hunter and Scrunter, and leading up to the Dice. Dice is the main influence on me actually entering Calypso because he did it as a young man, and over the years I had to brave that courage until I say, yo, I have to enter. Okay, well, creating takes a little time. Usually when I come up with an idea, I let it fester for about a week or two before I even try writing anything. And usually the melody of the chorus usually comes to me first, and then I broaden and develop from there. In terms of being on stage, before going on stage, I usually watch a lot of performances, my past performances of my peers and past Calypsonians, to see how they use the stage, how they move, how they express certain words and so on, and that helps a lot. For sure, I'm heading for the crowd again. And in 2020, I won the Stardom King of the Tent, and I also won the Dominica Calypso Monarch. And well, I won Stardom first. That was like a week before the actual National Monarch, and it was a great feeling. First of all, you go through the rounds like what do you call it? I was not elimination, but quarterfinals. You go through quarterfinals. I came first at quarterfinals. Semis, I came first. So I was kind of expecting to at least take the Stardom crown, right? Then you have the final. Now in the final, you have two rounds where you compete with two songs. And throughout the first set of rounds, meaning quarters, semis, I only competed with one song. So the other song was kind of, there was kind of a doubt whether how the judges would accept it and so on. But when I released that song, the reaction I got from people, I knew in my head, yo, you have a great chance of capturing that crown. And on the night, performed the second song I released first, which is Don't Complain. And after that performance, I knew I had a good foot in. So I was backstage, I was kind of excited. I didn't watch any of the other Calypsonians, I was just focusing on what was coming next. Now in the second round, performing Mama That Is Mass. The thing about it is, when I stepped on stage, usually my brother is the one doing everything backstage. He's my manager. And when I stepped on stage, he was not at the back. He was out looking for somebody who had to perform with me. And I was kind of nervous then. I actually fumbled a couple times, but pick up very quickly. And after that performance, I had a little doubt whether all the judges would have viewed that little fumble and so on. But then, in the finality, the announcing, coming down to it, they picked the top 4 I was in. They got the third runner-up, second runner-up. It was first runner-up and I, Tasha P and I. And from there, I had a feeling that, yo, it could be me. And actually, when they announced that I was the winner, I kind of didn't hear. People were celebrating. I was like, and then Dice was the first band to come and hug me and so on. And that feeling, it was really a great feeling, because I mean, to see Calypsonians rally around you, winning the crown, when they're actually competing against you, that's something that's a marvel, man. And I will forever cherish that moment. Well, I think the future of Calypso is bright, first of all, because we have a lot of youngsters coming into the arena, and for continuity, I work with Mighty D, who has a great song this year, I must say, and he's doing quite well for himself. He's a great performer, I must say. I also wrote a Junior Monarch Calypso. I have been working, over the years, I have written a few Junior Monarch Calypsos, including for Mighty D, who came from the Junior Monarchs. And I also write for other competitors like Checker. Sometimes I help Checo. Every year, Check One, I exchange ideas. And so it's a whole camaraderie thing. I don't look at anybody as, yo, I cannot work with you or that kind of thing. Anybody who comes to me, I'll give them advice if they want. If they want help with their lyrics, I can do that. Because I think that is what brought me into Calypso in the first place. That's where I'm strong in terms of writing out lyrics and so on. So for the continuity of Calypso, I think it's a good thing. We have guys like Trilogy crossing over from Buyo into Calypso and doing quite well this year. And so I think Calypso has and will continue to be a force in Dominica. Well, I would say that Calypso is the voice of the people. And we in Dominica, we have a unique style of Calypso. Well, we have usually our first round in the finals is usually slower type, more traditional, vintage type style of Calypso. And in the second round is more of a bacchanal style. And oftentimes you'd see our Calypso, our local Calypso, mixed with a bit of our Buyo music, which gives it a special flavor and makes it unique from other Caribbean Calypsos. My name is Jude Deloney, aka Jaydee, the 2020 Calypso Monarch, and this is my